Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. Mark Causey here from Black Cat Comics in Rockin' Milpitas. Every Wednesday is New Comic Day, and I like to give you some great reasons to get down to your local comic shop and pick up something fun to read. It's a pretty small week, but a lot of great books this week. Going to start with the DC guys, because they've got probably the biggest books of the week, like this one. Excuse me, this is Justice League 28. Brings in the new 52 version of the Metal Men. If you're an old guy like me, you love the Metal Men. If you're a newer comic fan, then you get to enjoy an all-new story. Harley Quinn number 3. Just a hair late for Valentine's Day, but you love Harley, you love Valentine's Day. It's Women of the DCU week. This is Supergirl 28. This is my DC book of the week. She becomes a Red Lantern in this issue. Da-da-da! Read more about that in our newsletter this week. Wonder Woman, one of the best books DCU does. Brian Azzarello doing a stellar job with Wonder Woman. Batwoman, been one of our favorites for a long time. Pandora, I've been encouraging you guys to read this Trinity of Sin stuff because there's a lot of cool stuff going on in those books. Birds of Prey, as you can see, all the great Women of DCU books out this week. That's your Gothtopia book. Batman and Two-Face is your what was Batman and Robin book. Batman Beyond is your supersized Bat book. Check out Old Man Bruce Wayne. Love this Batman Beyond stuff. Batman 66. Once again, a great example of the diversity that they do with Batman. That's super awesome. Green Lantern New Guardians and Red Hood and the Outlaws are your team books for the DCU this week. And Fables is your favorite Vertigo book, so get on down and pick up the latest issue of Fables. Series is going to be wrapping up soon. Don't cry. Scribblenauts and Teen Titans Go are our cool kids books from the DCU this week. Everybody should be into the Scribblenauts. That's a lot of fun. Big week for the Marvel guys. They're launching all kinds of new things. Maybe you saw the Guardians of the Galaxy trailer last night. Everybody's super into that. New Warriors number 1 launches this week. If you were a 90s comics fan, you love the New Warriors. Not coincidentally, Nova is also out this week. That's your sci-fi outer space Marvel books. Big week for the X-Guys, Uncanny X-Men. This and All New X-Men, two of my favorite Marvel books right now. Should definitely be checking that out. X-Men by Brian Wood. This is another red hot book, as is just about anything from Brian Wood. You'll hear his name come up a lot in the next 2 minutes. Amazing X-Men. This book has taken off, and everybody's super into that. Cool North Star cover there. Savage Wolverine is your Wolverine book. And A+X rounds out all your X stuff. That's a Brood guy right there with Iron Man. And speaking of Avengers, Avengers World is your other book along with A+X. Not much from the Avengers guys, but my favorite guy, Captain America, starts a new story arc this week. You can read more about this in our newsletter. Rick Remender's doing a great job with that book. While I'm on the subject of Cap, don't talk a lot about trade paperbacks very much, but this guy is Marvel Epic Collection Volume 9, Captain America Dawn's Early Light. You know I'm a big Cap fan. You know I'm a big John Byrne fan. This book, supersized, is the reason I'm a huge fan of Captain America. Great stuff in that, so pick that one up. And Iron Man rounds out your Avengers-esque books. That's your annual for the week. Final issue of this run of Daredevil. You know I love Mark Waid. You know I love Daredevil. Been encouraging you guys to pick this up. That's the last issue of that. The new version will launch very soon. Speaking of Daredevil, here he is on the cover of Superior Spider-Man with Punisher. And speaking of Punisher, that's your second issue of the Marvel Now series. We've still got number 1 in stock. Know there's a lot of you Punisher guys out there. If you missed the first one, jump in on that. Marvel Knights Hulk and Night of the Living Deadpool rounds out all your Marvel stuff. Big week for those guys. Huge week for my friends at Dark Horse. Want to talk about Dark Horse Comics Presents. This is their flagship title, big anthology comics. Some of the best talent in comics doing short stories every month in this book. Really encourage you guys to pick up Dark Horse Presents. The previous 2 issues have Hellboy, if that's any incentive. You know I love talking about the Star Wars stuff. Everybody loves Vader. That Cry of the Shadows is super awesome. Dawn of the Jedi, also out this week. You know I love BPRD and anything from Mike Mignola. And Conan. They do a great job with their Conan stuff. All the best Dark Horse stuff out this week. So my favorites from all the others, Alex and Ada. You know I love the Luna Brothers. Really encourage you guys to grab the reprint of #1 and catch up. That book is science fiction fun. Protectors Inc. by my man J. Michael Straczynski, your other hot image book of the week. Unity is my Valiant book of the week. You guys should definitely have a Valiant book on your list. Eternal Warrior or Bloodshot, lots of cool stuff from those guys. Red Sonja is my Dynamite book this week. She's got a cleaver, for crying out loud. And Simpsons Comics. It's my kids' book of the week. Cool Abe Simpson cover there. Lots of great titles, so check those shipping lists, get down to your local shop, pick up something super awesome. The big DC Comics sale is this weekend. It's the last one of our big publisher sales that have been rolling all month. This is the big one. Get here early. There will be people lined up when you get here, so if you've had your eye on that super awesome thing, get on down here this weekend and pick it up on the cheap. That's all we got for you for this week. Check us out on Facebook where you can read our newsletters, share this crazy video. Check us out at blackcatcomics.biz where you can fill out a subscription list, or just get on down here to Rockin' Milpitas. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.